Yoga is not about touching your toes. It's about touching your soul. Yoga is not about fitness and strength and flexibility only in the body. Yoga is the way to actually touch the very depth, the very core of your being. So do not worry how old you are. Do not worry how fat or thin or weak or strong you may be. Don't worry about how out of shape you think you are. Yoga meets you exactly where you are. I've heard so many people say things like, oh, first I need to lose weight, then I can start doing yoga. No, yoga is not something to be waited for. Yoga is something to start right now. It treats the body, it treats the mind, it treats the heart, and it treats the life. Wherever you're at, yoga will meet you right there. Yoga is about the presence, much more than about the poses. What you'll find when you do yoga, regardless of the strength and the flexibility that you've got in your body when you start, what you'll find is it improves almost immediately. Almost immediately, you can bend more, bend lower, stretch deeper. And that feeling in the body, it stays. It's not just on the mat. I've been doing a hatha yoga practice, an asana practice now for, almost 40 years. I owe so much of how my body feels to that practice. I spend so much of the day sitting on the ground, cross-legged, talking to people in satsang, or at a computer, typing, writing, working, or sitting on airplanes, or trying to sleep on airplanes. And it's actually that practice of the asanas that I owe this physical health to. But I'm not particularly over flexible or over strong or over fit. I certainly wasn't when I started. But yoga meets you and it takes you there and it guides you and it shows you and it brings you that strength and flexibility in the body. But it does so much more than that. It also brings it in your mind. I remember when I first started doing yoga, how I'd walk into yoga class. I was a student at Stanford at the time, an undergraduate, super stressed, super anxious in the midst of so much drama and trauma and everything. And I'd walk in. My yoga teacher would take one look in my eyes and immediately give me a practice that had nothing to do with my hamstrings or my hips or my core or my biceps, and everything to do with my mind. He used my body to treat my mind. And it worked. The calmness, the presence, the peace, the anchoring, the grounding that I felt walking out of yoga was something that no amount of therapy could have given me in anything near that type of time. It was this 60 minutes, 90 minutes, absolute mindset shift, emotions shift. So yoga treats the mind. And again, like the body, not just for that amount of time. It stays with you. So much of who I am emotionally, psychologically, is actually due to the yoga practice. But it does even so much more than that, because it takes you deep, beyond the bones and muscles, beyond the fluctuations of the mind, deep into soul, deep into the very truth of who you are. Now that's a part of yoga that I only experienced after coming to India. But this is the power of yoga. It actually shows you that within you, which isn't the body, which isn't the fluctuating waves of mind stuff, emotions, thoughts, memories, feeling states, chemistry, electricity. And it takes you in to that which is eternal, that which is infinite, that which is still, that which is spacious, that which is unchanging. So don't wait to get fit to start yoga. Don't feel like you're too old or too fat or out of shape or too young. Start yoga today, wherever you are, whatever you can do. It's a foot in the river, and then slowly, 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 that river of love, that river of grace, that river of union embraces all of us, and we find ourselves bathing in it fully. Body, mind, heart, soul, and life.